Hello everybody, welcome back to my favorite place to be, the Brawl Stars subreddit. Use code NUBS. First post is about Buffies. But I'm sure the title won't be about Buffies because I'm not going to talk about them much in this video, I don't think, hopefully. Before Buffies, Assassins counter Ms. After Buffies, Ms counters Assassins. Now, I think a lot of people want to pit this as a bad thing, which, like, balance-wise, currently it is, but that's kind of the thing that I like about Buffies is the fact that it can give brawlers options, and right now, it's, like, really polarizing because only 6 have Buffies, and I think that Brawl Stars should somehow try and make more than 6 per update, so then we can actually have more faster, so it doesn't take 3 years to get them all out. But what I personally like about Buffies, outside of the price and everything, gameplay-wise, is the fact that it will give a lot of brawlers options who don't have options, because I feel like most brawlers should have an option to counter somebody literally pressing a button and instantly killing you like Lily does. Like, I would like it if most brawlers could do something about that, and that's what Buffies are doing, so I kind of like that about Buffies, personally. A post made by a player who got 0 good chaos drops. Now, the best I've ever gotten was Mythic, and I got like the Mythic 8 split. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's what it's called. I think personally for me, these were only underwhelming because I'm a maxed out account, but if I was playing like a free-to-play account like Kairos, okay guys, the only thing I don't want to do in a free-to-play account is like the first 150 days where you have like nothing and no progression. I feel like after that it would become really fun to have a free-to-play account, so maybe I should just like bite the bullet and just play through those like ugly early stages, and I don't know, whatever. But the only bad thing about having a maxed out account is all of these new features and updates, like these drops and everything, they have like no fun in them because I literally can't get anything. That's kind of the only problem with them. But one thing that I've always said about Gacha, and this goes for like Clash Royale as well, is I really miss the days when there were legitimately rare options from these. Like back in Clash Royale early days, there were only 2 legendaries. There was the Ice Wizard and the Princess. Getting one of those was absolutely insane. It felt insane. It was insane to watch. It almost felt impossible. And same for this game, getting, like in the earlier stages, getting a legendary brawler from any box or anything was like an insane moment because of how rare they actually were. Like, for a lot of people, it almost never happened. Now, that's the part that I like about gacha systems, because it actually felt good to get the biggest drop. But I feel like somehow they've turned it around and it will never have that feeling ever again. I don't know when it really changed. I guess it changed for both games when they just started making, like, they started adding so many rare things that then it wasn't rare anymore. And then they started adding more things to get, like boxes and drops and whatever. And it just got so oversaturated that now, like, I don't see anybody posting them getting something and being like genuinely excited about it anymore. There used to be videos of people like screaming when they would get something. That is not really that common anymore. And to me, that was like the only actually fun part about gacha systems. So now I don't really understand why we have so many gacha, because they were removed and now they're added back. So I don't really know what the point is, but okay, I kind of been ignoring the whole point of this post. Basically, chaos drops bad if you get nothing, but they're good if you get something. That's basically it. Okay, I've never seen this screenshot before, so I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming that this is the like end of the Brawl Pass rewards, where like the what is it, the tail rewards, and you can you can basically get a drop with all that XP, or you can upgrade it to a mega box, which is arguably worse. I don't know. I guess this post is basically saying that tail rewards have been nerfed, because, well, yeah, before they used to be like a guaranteed amount of resources, which I suppose was a little boring, but it seems like in every update we're just getting more and more and more gacha, when the whole point of like the changes the game got a year ago or so, like 2 years ago, was to remove that. I don't really know. It seems like they're kind of going backwards. Maybe that's why things are like being weird right now, because we're kind of just like going backwards. I don't know. Personally, the only drops I really love are still the Demon and Angel drops, but even then, they don't feel as good as they did before. It feels like I never get anything from them. Like, I always have the quick one. I'm just getting really unlucky, that's it. Do I have the highest win streak on GG? Wow, the person, wait, hold on. Okay, this literally means nothing, but the person with possibly the highest win streak spelled her name wrong. It doesn't mean anything, but I just thought that was funny. I don't know. I feel like if any like content creator decided to just play the brawler, then they go up to like 20,000 because somehow it's like impossible for them to ever lose on ladder. I don't even know how people do that. I feel like a win streak anywhere above like 50 is just like a lot of dedication, a lot of skill, and a lot of time. So even if you don't have the highest win streak, you should be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Sure, let's create 98 characters and only make 6 of them playable. Yeah. We see this all the time. I mean, that's how it is right now. All brawlers who haven't had a skin in 2025. Whoa. I'm surprised about Shelly, but I'm also not because she has like 30 skins. Larry and Lori, because he has that really good Brawl Pass skin, but I don't know. Otis, I'm surprised about. Lola, no, I guess nobody plays her. Maisie, I don't know. Really, Cordelius? That's kind of surprising. And then Jean. It's kind of like a random list, but I guess a good portion of them are kind of like less popular brawlers, so makes sense in that regard. Maybe their other skins don't get that much money. I don't really know. So I've actually been avoiding Glowbert content, so then when he comes out, I can just play him and not know anything. That can basically be like my sneak peek video. It's not even gonna be sneak, just my reaction to Glowbert, but sometimes posts pop up, and I've seen this one. You guys have probably seen it as well, but his super has a fear mechanic, which I'm pretty sure we saw in the Brawl Talk anyway. So basically, it only works if they're looking at you, though. So if they're like looking away, or they're walking away from you, I guess, because they face you if you're walking. You face the direction you're walking. So it only fears you if you're walking towards him, but if you're walking away, you still get slowed. So it's still pretty good. I don't know. This brawler seems interesting with like his beams that he has. He's gonna be really bad against assassins, but also, I guess if they're looking at you while they're like jumping on you or whatever, right after they land, then you can kind of like push them away and escape. So I don't know. His super seems interesting. Brawl Stars YouTuber soon. Yeah, a lot of us are like looking for ways to move on, especially me. So I don't know. I'm looking for ways to move on so then this like doesn't happen, because at this point it's inevitable. We're not getting any actual like content possibilities. Like we're just getting no updates that actually help us make content. There was the one with the like the Stranger Things event. That one was really good, but only for some of us. Like for me, it didn't even get that many views. It was just like fun. Basically, we need people to care about this game again, so then they actually bother watching content, because currently there's only like 2 YouTubers who could post anything and get 1 million views in the Brawl Stars community. The rest of us, like, we kind of rely on the game actually doing pretty good. But also the game has not been really good for about a year, so yeah, a lot of us are trying to like move on in the shadows. Like we're trying to find something else to do. Most used icons, and the only brawler one, the only like default brawler one is Edgar, of course. But you know, okay, we gotta give SpongeBob props. He has 3 of the top 10, which is like warranted. It's SpongeBob. Stranger Things is at number 2 right now. I feel like after the finale, that's probably gonna drop down a little bit, but you know. And then of course the default icon that you start with is number 1. That makes sense. After 7 months of records, do you think that they were a good thing in the game, as they told us, or absolute garbage that needs to be removed ASAP? I'm personally in the second half. I don't think that they need to be in the game. I think bringing masteries back would greatly benefit Brawl Stars. Like, this is one of those updates that like you don't even really see it. Most people look at records for like maybe 10 seconds a week, because you just go in and click everything and then just go out. Unless you're really trying to grind them, which I think like maybe 0.0001% of the player base is actually doing, because the rewards are not good. They're not good. Hear me out. All we gotta do is just bring back the Mastery Road, update it, add some elements of records back to it, and then I think we're chilling. I think if you just make masteries, if you just bring back masteries and make those better, huge update, huge content, so much to do. Records are not it though, and the weird thing about it is we have not gotten an update to records besides that one that like fixed a couple of the really broken ones and maybe added a couple more. But I think that was it. Like they just kind of, it was like Gears. They dropped records and then they just forgot about it. They didn't even try to like finalize it or anything. It's just like a dead feature. I don't know why this happens all the time. I visited Supercell Make a while ago and I noticed something. He is holding condiments, ketchup, and what? Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, wow, that's right. Okay, I understand now. Wait, yeah, this guy's got a long thumb. This guy got a long... Okay, that's interesting. Pierce is under the radar. People talking about nerfing M's and then Pierce is there in the corner. Is he really that good? Because I don't really know. I still have him at 0 trophies, but he did feel really good in every mode that I played him in. I just don't play ladder anymore. That's kind of it. I mean, I don't play ranked either. I just play like the goofy offside modes. I don't really know. I don't know what I even do in the game anymore. I just kind of like play things that are there, and then yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing in this game anymore. Remember when we had a choice? This is what I'm talking about us going backwards, bro. I mean, I think that this here was present during boxes and everything, but we could still have this. We could still have any of this. We just lost a lot of it for more gacha though. Like, I don't know, we're kind of going backwards. Anything like this would be really, really nice to have, I think. Especially, I don't know, this just like kind of worked. I know it was a little bit boring, but Mega Pig is also arguably more boring. I feel like the feeling of having a choice might slightly overweigh the Mega Pig that gives you some coins and then nothing else. I don't really know. That's just my opinion. How come this skin was released 3 months ago and I've never seen it? I play every day. Well, I can tell you the reason. And it is the price. Nobody's going to buy this. I mean, some people will, but they're like maybe a very, very, very small amount of people will ever buy a skin that costs this much. That's like $20 or something, maybe $10, $15. I'm not sure. To be fair, I've also never seen it. So I guess like if somebody is going to buy a skin that costs 300 gems, they're probably going to buy an even more flashy one because Surge already has a lot of pretty good skins that are like half the price or even free to play. Weren't Buffies supposed to be skillful, but turns out to be free win conditions? Okay, true. This is like an interesting thing with not only Supercell games, but like a lot of games, but like mostly Supercell games recently, at least. It seems like they're really doubling down on this, but new fresh content, whether it's like brawlers or abilities, normally like they want them to be super powerful so then people have a reason to buy them. And we've seen the opposite with certain brawlers where like they come out and they're really weak and boring, and then they're like not popular at all for the next 6 months, and then over time they might get some popularity, but like nobody wants to buy them, nobody wants to play them initially, so it's like a non-update. Like it just doesn't happen. I really do think that there should be like a limit though to how powerful certain things are, because on paper giving Ems a 1 second invincibility, when we've seen that before in other brawlers, even Draco's gadget that makes him invincible when he's at 1 HP for like 1 second is broken, but Ems can do it whenever she wants. I feel like on paper, not only whenever she wants, but every time she gets a super, I feel like on paper you should just know that that's gonna be broken. Like the 1 second in it, especially like maybe like half a second or a fourth of a second, you can like block 1 bullet with it. That would make more sense to me, but a whole second you can block somebody's entire ammo, like all 3 of their ammo, you know? I think Buffies are only supposed to be skillful when there are more in the game, because obviously currently giving 6 brawlers a boost to their stats in basically every way is going to make them better than every other brawler in most aspects. But yeah, again, like this is just why I hope that they're able to add more Buffies faster than they did hypercharges, because they're not like making whole new abilities, but they are reworking some brawlers kits. Like they're taking this opportunity to do that. So I think that it is going to take that, like they're going to do 6 per update or something, which is very unfortunate because we're going to be stuck in this limbo where 80 brawlers in the game are unplayable and then 20 are good. Right now we're at 6 to 92, you know, like it doesn't feel good in that aspect. But if we just wait, if we just give it a year, if we give it 2-3 years, then it'll feel good. Then we'll like them, because that's what happened with hypers. At first it's like, oh my god, what is happening? For the first while, actually, that's how they were. And then eventually they got it right. So yeah, we just gotta take a pause for about 2 years, so then they can develop this feature, basically. Whoever thought of this feature is genius. Okay, so there are skins that you can get on a discount for gems. How is this I feel like I'm missing something. How is this a meme? It just seems like a good post, like an actually good idea. 20% off for Mr. Dragonfruit, and it costs less bling. I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't know what's supposed to be funny. Or is it the fact that you can't buy it with gems at all? Like, I'm not really sure. I don't know, but it's a good feature. It really is a good feature, so I don't know. It gets to a point, man. All right, so I'm assuming the spike is gonna be, he's gonna get... It really does get to a point, huh? I mean, that even had nothing to do with Buffies. That was just his rework that they did. That is insane. Can we get a live action replay on that real quick? And he's dead. Dude, no, Spike is insane. Like, I'm 99% sure that was the gadget. Yeah, he only shot 1 ammo. Yeah, that was the gadget. That is an insane gadget. Like, I really went into it thinking that it was going to be kind of bad. But, yeah, no, that gadget is busted. Oh my goodness. Brawl Stars math. 4 legendary chaos drops. Oh, that's all you get? Unfortunate. Oh, he's going to get more than 4 rewards. Or maybe less. Oh, wow. Okay. There are 2. My mic just broke. Okay, there are 3. Oh no, is it going to be this glitch again where you just keep getting the same thing? Okay, yep, there. And... oh no. What? Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Just when people didn't like chaos drops enough. Yeah, they definitely need to look into that. That is, oh my, that is not good, bro. Not only do you get triple credits thinking that you'll get a lot, wait. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, no, I'm not tweaking. So, all right, well, part of me thought it like put him over and then he fell back down, but it really did just take away 3 of the drops for no reason. I don't know if it's like a glitch where it somehow combined them all, or if it's a glitch where he got 3 credit drops and then it just decided not to add them. I don't know, it could have been either, but the fact that you didn't get anything else makes this pretty painful. So you basically got 2 drops. At first I thought it took all of the credits away, but it didn't, so at least it got 1 of them, but that still sucks. Like, that's annoying. Calling it now, they're gonna remove the Star Road in 1 to 2 years. I think that they could. I mean, they do enjoy removing features. That is something that they enjoy doing. But I think that the Star Road, by the way, if you don't know, is the road where you unlock brawlers. That is not the trophy road. It's the Star Road, so they're different. This is one specifically where all the brawlers are, where you can get them in order. But they could remove it, and they could just make it so then you can like stock up credits and put them where you want, like the game was in its first system. That first system was like, there weren't like that many flaws with it. There was the duplicate thing, but like the tokens that you got, and then you could just put them into a brawler. I forget what they're called, but that was good. Like, that part felt fine. Like, you could save up and then just get the brawler that you want. I think that would also fit here too. Like, would it not? I think it would. Like, I think it makes sense to let players choose how they wish, just let them do what they want, but then also give them gacha things so then they can get random things early. Like, I just think that that makes sense. So I don't even know why we are like putting them in a direction with the Star Road. I mean, I do understand for like brand new players who need some kind of direction, so that does make sense, but maybe you can have like an early Star Road that then fizzles out. Like, I don't know, the first 10, 15 brawlers can be on this road, like the rares and the super rares and some epics, maybe 1 mythic, 1 legendary, and then after that, the road is gone, and then people can choose what they want, because at that point, I feel like people will understand how the game works and maybe what brawlers they would want to play. I think that would make sense to me, personally, somebody who's played 1 billion games ever. Like, I don't know, I've played so many games, and I really don't understand half the things that Brawl Stars do compared to other games, like systems that are already set in stone that work. It seems like they're being avoided a lot of the time. I don't know why. Okay, we have gone full circle now. Let's see what this has to say. Oh, Clash Royale is dead, Brawl Stars is recovering, and we have Mega Boxes back. I'm honestly surprised that that's what this post said. I'm gonna be honest. Is this the first ever Reddit post ratio? This comment has more upvotes than the post. That is something, I don't know if I've ever seen that before, maybe a while ago, but that is interesting. Brawl Stars is doing anything but recovering, but we remain hopeful. We should get news this month and time to explain. Yeah, so we're just like, we're holding on to hope right now. Basically. We just saw this before, so this is with no power cubes. I don't know if it stacks with power cubes or not, because some gadgets don't, but 6,000 with the push of a button is crazy. Super, so I hope you realize your game is still unfixed. This is far from balanced. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. I think it's maybe a bit too much. I think like 3,000 would be balanced, maybe. Now that I think about it, because it doesn't even take an ammo and you can throw it between shots. I don't even know, bro, but like Spike can just delete people now. Like, he could already delete people at close range, now he just like ultra deletes them with this gadget. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I think that it was made good on purpose, so then people have a reason to play him outside of Buffies. I don't exactly know, because like, obviously if you give somebody 6,000 damage point blank, like a Shelly super like that, on a brawler who already does high damage, that's a recipe for disaster. So I feel like it had to have been on purpose. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's Reddit. If you enjoyed, use code NUBS. Subscribe if you're so inclined, but I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.